Shall we check out Peter's party quiz? I don't know what this is. But let's check it out, okay? Here we go. Purple Ant Games, okay?
Well, hey! Welcome to Peter's party quiz.
Straight up, first piece of advice. Please add subtitles. Please. That's all. Let's carry on. This might be really good. I'm just saying, please add subtitles. Anyway, I'm gonna mute myself while we listen to this. Here we go. We got this.
This is round one. Answer with the D-pad. Guess the answer Peter would guess. Where is the Bay of Pigs?
So obviously, subtitles are no
Thanks
longer
for
required
playing.
because it just has all the text on
What
screen.
comic series took place in
Um,
Fitchburg, Massachusetts?
I don't know the answer to this one. Yeah, I actually never noticed the... Yeah, Kataya, yeah. I only noticed it after I had... Yeah, anyway, yeah. I don't know the answer to this one, lads. Are you going to help me out? Because I don't know the answer to this one. I knew the answer to the previous one, but I don't know the answer to this one. I'm not much of a comic reader. Like, I have read comics throughout my life, but I'm not like a big comic person, yeah. I go into charity shops. Here's a thing. Here's a little ramble. Just gonna have another swig of juice, right? There we go. I'm lucky to live in an area of Edinburgh that actually has quite a lot of charity shops, and also quite a lot of posh people put stuff in the charity shops that is not necessarily like charity shop worthy. Like, I mean, it's too good for, you know what I mean? Like, you go into one of my local charity shops and there will be this amazing thing that's like £2, and it's like, oh my god, why did someone donate this? You know what I mean? Anyway, look, my point was that basically one of the charity shops that is near me is specifically a book charity shop, and they often have like good graphic novels and stuff. Like, you know, the thick ones, not just you know, not just little thin comics, but actually the proper, you know, the compilations or whatever. Anyway, I pick up them sometimes, and they're quite cool. This is the question. What comic series took place in Fitchburg, Massachusetts? And I don't know what the answer is. I don't know. Because, I mean, I don't even know any of these comics. It's, you know what I mean? Honestly, I'm more into sort of art house stuff than the mainstream stuff. But that's just me. So yeah, look, what comic series took place in Fitchburg, Massachusetts? Is it Spider-Man? Is it really Spider-Man? Because I think of Spider-Man as a New York person. And maybe this is a spin-off that was in Massachusetts. I just know that Spider-Man's more of a New York person. And Lugadi says Legend of the Guardians? Is, like, do you know this, Lugadi? Or is it just a guess? Like, I don't know. Yeah, let's go for Legend of the Guardians. I'm gonna go with Lugadi on this. Here we go. Also, by the way, just a bit of feedback. I think that maybe a timer on the questions would be a good thing, because otherwise I could just Google this. Like, there's no timer there. You know what I mean? I could just sit on the screen forever and I could Google it. I'm not going to, but I could. You know what I mean? Anyway. No, that was wrong.
I'm disappointed. What famous band played a...
Lugadi, you disappointed the man. I hope you're proud of yourself. You disappointed him. Right, let's see what this question is.
concert in Fitchburg, Massachusetts?
Oh my god, is this guy from Massachusetts or something? All of the questions seem to be about Massachusetts. I've never been to Massachusetts. I mean, you know what I mean? I ain't got a clue. What famous band played a concert in Fitchburg, Massachusetts? I mean, I've never heard of it. What the hell? What sort of question is this? Who's gonna know? How famous is the concert? Like, what? You know what I mean? Also, what's with the guy's hand at the moment? Look at that. Freaking out there. I think this is a really weird question, but I'm gonna go with Nirvana. No, it
Oh,
was wrong.
unbelievably wrong. That was
Yeah.
round one. Let's
Look, that was round one and we got it wrong. But, like, here's another thing, right? He doesn't even tell you what the right answer is. So, like, I guessed Nirvana and I was wrong. But what actually was the right answer? Like, he's not taught me anything here. He could have told me. And I know that they're from Seattle, man. I know they're from Seattle. But just because they're from Seattle, that doesn't mean that they never played a famous gig in Massachusetts. You know what I mean? It's a bit of a weird question, I think. Anyway, clearly this guy is from Massachusetts.
see
Anyway,
your scores.
we got 1,000. Right, let's keep going. I bet the next question is about Massachusetts.
This is round two. Answer with
I
the
think one of my
D-pad.
favourite bands are actually
Guess the
from
correct
Massachusetts.
answer about Peter.
I'm just not 100%. Because, to be honest, I don't
What's
care where they come
Peter's
from, I just like their
locker
music.
opening
You know what I mean?
skill level?
I mean, guys, what do you think? What do you think? I'm gonna go with, I don't know. I'm thinking non-existent, to be totally honest. Like, I'm just gonna go with non-existent. I don't care what you say in the chat. I'm just gonna go with it.
Excellent
Yeah, I was
work.
right. There we go. Well done, Lugadi. Popcorn. No thank you, I'm okay. I mean, look, here we go, down. No, I was
Are
wrong.
we not friends? Am I pretty?
Am I pretty? Well, I don't know. I don't know about this one. Because look at his hand. And I've got nothing against anyone whose hand might be a bit funny, right? I'm a big fan of Jeremy Beadle. He was alright back in the day. But, is he pretty? Yes or no? Also, any British people, I bet you never thought Jeremy Beadle would get a reference during this stream. Let's go with no, right? Let's go with no.
That's the end of round two.
Okay.
Let's see your scores.
Okay, 20. Cool. Is that
This
it?
is
Oh,
round three.
photos. Okay.
Answer with the D-pad. Guess what Peter thinks the object is.
Okay.
What's this?
What's that? I think it's a sheep. Personally, I think it's a sheep. But what do you guys think? I'm just gonna go with sheep. Oh, well, actually, the chat says unholy. There are currently more unholies than there are sheep. Yeah, unholy, unholy. Let's go with unholy. I'm sorry, Purazuka, but the crowd have said unholy.
Peter! I could do better with both hands tied behind. That was round three. Let's see your scores. Why, hey, you finished.
Well, hey.
Let's see those scores.
Okay. Good job. There we go. I'm going to take a photo of this. There we go. I got a score of 30. There we go. There we go. The end. There we go. Directed by Peter. Produced by Peter. Written by Peter. Coding by Peter. Edited by Peter. Animation by Peter. Starring Peter. 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 Peter as Peter. And introducing Peter as Peter. Sound by Peter. Peter Presents. Peter Games Production. Peter Party Quiz. 2020. Peter Incorporated. Beautiful. Well done, Peter. Well done. Right, now let's get out of this. Yeah, let's get out. Oh, hey!
Welcome to Peter.
Yeah, let's get out of this.